The appearance of Krishna Balaram rescue attempt Govardhana Puja 2011 November 2011 Care for cows in Vrindavan Belvan report Care for cows in Vrindavana CFC trustees Kurma Rupa Dasa Hansarupa Dasa Vra Mohan Dasa Hrivalabha Dasa Radha Govinda Dasa Amit Dulani patrons Mahanadi Swami Maharaja CFC staff Kasina Sudana Dasa Bra Gopal Dasa Swits Puri Maharaja Radhapati Dasa Siyamhari, Vij, Ravi, Sukumar, Santosh, Teprakash, Ajit editor Kurma Rupa Dasa Care for cows in Vrindavana is inspired by his divine grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada founder Akriya International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Dear friends, just as a cow cannot deliver sufficient milk without being affectionate to her calf, the earth cannot produce sufficient necessities without feeling affection for those who are Krishna conscious. Even though the earth's being in the shape of a cow may be taken figuratively, the meaning herein is very explicit. Just as a calf can derive milk from a cow, all living entities including animals, birds, bees, reptiles and aquatics can receive their respective foods from the planet Earth, provided that human beings are not asat. When human society becomes asat, or ungodly, or devoid of Krishna consciousness, the entire world suffers. If human beings are well behaved, animals will also receive sufficient food and be happy. The ungodly human being, ignorant of his duty to give protection and food to the animals, kills them to compensate for the insufficient production of grains. Thus no one is satisfied, and that is the cause for the present condition in today's world. Excerpt from the Report of 4.18.10 by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Jaya Shri Guru, Jaya Shri Gopala, Jaya Shri Gomata. Care for Cows in Vrindavan is a charitable trust registered in India, USA, and Switzerland. The CFC staff celebrating Govardhana Puja. Govardhana Puja is the day Sri Krishna is worshipped in the form of Govardhana Hill, which is located in Vra Mandala. Having felt slighted by Sri Krishna, Indra flooded Vra Mandala with rain, creating chaos for the cows and cowherd community. This calamity inspired the Vrajavasis to take full shelter of Sri Krishna and beg for his protection. In response, Sri Krishna lifted Govardhana Hill and placed it on the tip of his small finger and held it like an umbrella for 7 days to protect his devotees from the wrath of Indra. The history can be found in chapters 24-26 in Krishna book. This year we celebrated this above. We began by honoring His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who brought knowledge about Sri Krishna to the Western world. Below, Nanda Kisora Dasa offers Arati to Hamsi and her calf as Hansi pleads for him to open the gate so she can devour the Govardhana Hill made of halava, dried fruits and many other delicacies. Wonderful occasion in conjunction with Vrindavan Food for Life at their Tanakar compound in Kikinagla. We began with Kirtana of Sri Krishna's holy names performed by students of the Sandipani Muni School. Then hearing from His Holiness Bhakti Vishrambha Madhava Maharaja about Sri Krishna's cow herding pastimes, worshipping the cows and serving them a feast, and finally serving a sumptuous feast to all the guests. The following pages offer a glimpse of the joy to be found in celebrating the wonderful pastimes of Sri Krishna. Above, guests make sweet balls to feed the cows. Below, further below, Sandipani Muni School students perform Kirtana. Above, Jagatpriya Dasi, center, Anada Dasi, left, and friend begin to construct a replica of Govardhana Hill out of halava and bundi ladhas. They brought several types of dried fruits and nuts from Australia to expertly decorate it. Left, at the top of the hill can be seen a cone-shaped abalect, which is a peeled watermelon shaped into a dwelling for sheltering Vrajabasis from the heat. Sesame wafers form a staircase to reach it. An orange cow drinks sweet rice from a pond on top of the hill. Above, a black Sila from Govardhana Hill sits atop the replica, which is adorned with kampaka and other flowers, pomegranate seeds, tulasi, cashews, coconut and many other delicacies. Below, the completed replica of Govardhana Hill is now decorated with traditional Vrajavasi songs sung by the elder girl students of the Sandipani Muni School. Above and right, His Holiness B.V. Madhava Maharaja captivates the audience of 200 by joyfully narrating some of Sri Krishna and Balarama's cowherding pastimes. Left, students from the Sandipani Muni School dress as Sri Krishna's father Nanda Maharaja. Left, Mother Yashoda. Right, and Krishna and Balarama dressed in yellow and blue respectively. Left, Mr. G. Nair, managing trustee of the neighboring Chasakar Mandir in Sundrak, assists the South Indian priest Sri Paringara Kesavan Namboothiri, who prefers Arati to Sri Gayuri Govardhana. Below, Parvati Devi Dasi adores Govardhana hill while devotees perform Kirtana with Karatalas and Mridanga. Above below, Nanda Kaisora Dasa and Brahasevaki Dasi are reunited with their old friends, while Ananda Gauranga Dasa, right, is introduced to several members of our herd. Left. The long-standing Gosevak Srimati Nalini Patel lovingly offers treats to our herd. Left below. Panchatattva Dasa admires our two bull calves born this month named Krishna and Balarama, as one is dark and the other white. The Vrindavan Food for Life cooks are famous for their talent to cook sumptuous preparations for hundreds, if not thousands of people at a time. On Govardhan Puja Day they prepared a delicious 8-course feast for 300. Rescue attempt. This abandoned brown cow was struck on the rump by a reckless driver and left to fend for herself with her 4-month-old calf. As the days went by, crows picked at her injured rectum, devouring most of the external tissue, creating an ideal environment for flies to lay eggs and hatch maggots, which, in turn, complicated and expanded the injury. In her weakened state she tried to feed herself and provide for her calf, but after a week she collapsed and was two vets begin to clean the renal injury, which show serious deterioration and proved to be fatal. Right. Members of our herd console the new calf by licking her and showing concern. The patient is administered an injection, unable to get up. Care for Cows was called to the rescue and she was treated by two vets upon arrival. Besides her renal injury she had several gashes, the most serious one on her uter. She was covered with ticks and weakened by famine and blood loss. The vets also suspected internal injuries. It took several dressings to get all the maggots out, and we were hopeful as the cow had a good appetite. We kept her in a private room with her calf and 4 men assisted her to stand so she could walk in the sun during the day. After 4 days of healthy food she could get up by herself and nurse her calf. Her renal injury complicated elimination and it appeared that there was permanent damage to the area. She began to fast and after 2 days gave up the desire to live and departed. Her calf bellowed for a day after her burial but has integrated well enough with the other calves. She has also been adopted by Alena Pimanova. Belvin, our herd at Belvin now numbers 175. Last year we put up a boundary wall which allowed the herd to use areas of the Goshala property, providing them more room. This year we are again expanding the area they can use by building another perimeter wall which will provide an area for the calves and elderly members of the herd and serve to protect the Goshala from the flooding, since the property is only 300 meters from the Yamuna. The pristine natural atmosphere of the Belvin facility is a boon for the herd. From May to October they have the privilege of swimming across the Yamuna and grazing in the vacant fields in the vast basin. This is a great luxury for them. The 15-minute swim across the river in the morning and afternoon serve to remove ticks and other parasites. Report above. 3 cow herd men take the herd across the Yamuna. Below. The herd anxiously awaits the gates to open so they can go out to graze. Left. We are constructing a 14-inch wall with reinforced concrete pillars every 10 feet. Although the Belvin Goshala has never yet flooded, we are taking precaution as the Shastra mentions that one should never trust a river. View from inside the Goshala. The Yamuna can be seen in the background. View from the outside of the Goshala. Tilak is one of our first residents and he is now helping with the construction. Above. The herd wading in the shallows and entering into the deep water. Below. The appearance Krishna Balarama. On October 9, 2011 2 healthy bulls were born. Krishna was born to Ananda and Balarama was born to Vanamali. Both are happy and growing fast. A. Gurjunina Brahma Dasa Aditi Sathi Ayutananda Dasa Akumaz Alena Pimanova Alina Yershova Ambika Dasi Amit Goswami Andri Krivakoratov Anil Kumar Anapali Kuka Anurada Kavelamadai Ariel Telford Artem Poligalin Runhignau Avinash Biravolu Bernard Faustino Kaitanya Nitai Karl Stella Herzig Carol Simpson Chandriska Pasupati Christian Kastnerdanal Kalabay of David Jones Dinanath Dasa Derek Carol Devala Dasa Devender Kumar Danu Nagalachumi Govinda Dasa, Shridhar, Sudrashana Doyal Govinda Dasa Dr. Rakesh Agrawal Dr. V.D. Sharma Elena Emilenko Elena Nikafrovin Virajanovic Ganga Maiganta Kishar Dasa Gorangapriya Dasi Hamlesh Mota Jagadish Khanan Janardhana Dasa Jason Hopkins Jyadeva Dasa Jayananda Dasa Jeffrey Walleen Jennifer Olsen Jimmy Branty Johan Wallander Georgian Jensen Julie Jorukjova Kamala Melzik Kantilal Shivlal Kashmiri Pulin Shah Kavita Shah Kirtan Rasa Dasa Kitri Waterman Krishna Priya Dasi Lalita Devi Dasi Lilia Toneva Leah Babykova Lucy Matainan Madhava Dasa Madhavi Gunchu Pali Mahananda Dasi Mandiramani Shri Govinda Markli Mary El Valerio Myapur Champakalata Mohan Prabhu Modi Mummy Mr. G. Nair Mukhara Dasi Nalini Gagar Nalini V. Patel Nanda Dasi Natalia Kuzma 7 Avnichher Vishalini Sachin Anish Nayan Rupareli Anilesh Narayan Make house stay in front of me. Make house stay behind me. Make house stay on both sides of me. May I always reside in the midst of cows. Hari Bhakti Vila 16.252. The cows send their heartfelt thanks to those who assisted during October 2011. Thank you from the cows Nirav Patel Nrikanta Dasa Nishant Vashisht Pancha Tatva Dasa Panthea McKnight Priyanka Krishnan Radha Govinda Dasa Radhika Dasi Radhapati Dasa Rahul Sharma Rashpurohit Ram Esta Dasa Rasa Mandala Dasi Ravi Gopal Rohina Sudha Dasa Samarth Chidanand Sanjeev Keswani Sarasvati Stein Shirley Marie Bradby Sivagori Sathananthan Shrado Rakamar Srinivasan Gainasan Sukania Venugopal Suniva Redinger Svetlana Sanatina Sayama Kaisor Indulpatar Isa Kodarato Mash Zulanik Tracy Melina Venkata Venkatswaran Venkatesh Raghavan Vidyasagar Lokan Vij Sharma Vikas Shah Vinay Vanodia Vishnu Murti Dasa Vivek Baluja Vrindavan Chandra Dasa Vrindavan Vilasini Dasi Vyasa Pada Dasa Yanavalkya Dasa